What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Sistas Season 4, Episode 18, Enemy of Mine. How many more episodes we got? Because I'm ready for it to be over. I'm, I'm sorry. It's not that it was a bad episode. I... And the sad part is when the next season come back, it's not even going to be something different. It's going to be the same shit. But anyway, so we pick up where we left off with Zach. Zach is up in that jail, and I know everybody was like, it just don't make sense how they put him back on probation because of the child support shit. None of this makes sense, okay? Because the whole time I'm sitting here like, all right, so you trying to say that this man is the father of this kid allegedly, and he owes back child support, but you are not 100% true, or I should say sure, that this is what's going on. And I'm sitting here like, how come Andy didn't say let's get a DNA test? I don't know if Zach said let's get a DNA test. And I don't know how come no one is really asking and wondering where did all of this come from? And how come I wasn't notified and I'm just now finding out when I'm in jail that I got this back child support that y'all want to put me back on probation for? Mind you, we heard them say something about it a little bit earlier when they mentioned the fact that he had a kid. But they didn't arrest him for it. He still got out of jail. He got put back in jail for assaulting Hayden. But now let's put him back on probation, and you didn't even tell him that he was back on probation when you arrested him the first time. Or no, you didn't really arrest him. Well, you kind of did arrest him. When you arrested him the first time to tell him that, there was a kid and, you owe back child support or something like that. But you never told him that he was now put back on probation because of said back child support. Mind you, that was messed up, okay? Like, who does that? You're literally trying to trap this man up. And in this day and age, we don't need no more black men being trapped up. I mean, I just had to get real for a minute or whatever. So that's why I'm sitting here like, why are you portraying this? But okay, whatever. But, of course, he getting in his feelings. He's trying to understand what the hell is going on, because he's like, every time I try to get something right and something goes right in my life, it's always something that try to comes in and knock that shit down. Because Fatima was just trying to be calm and cool, collected. That is the one thing that I will give Fatima right off the bat. Fatima is a real ride or die. She gonna stick it out with her man. She's understanding to a T, bitch. Okay? She really is the definition of, well, all this stuff happened before me, so therefore I can't get mad at you because it didn't happen during me. Okay? This happened before me, and we all got our faults. We all got our issues. We all have our, demons and all that stuff. So, we'll take care of it the way that we need to take care of it. That is just because this happened in your past don't mean that I have to break up with you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she gonna try to get the shit right. They gonna all try to get it right. He like, how I'm gonna get up out of here? She was like, we gonna get this right, or I'm gonna bust you out. I said, now, sir, don't do that to that man, okay? You go tell him to be quiet when he was like, she the one that came up here, this the person that had the goons, the little boys to beat his ass up. And she was like, shh, because they listening. But then you up here talking about something, you going to bust him out. I said, girl, you hush, okay? Because both y'all about to incriminate both y'all selves. And at the same time, I get it. They were pissed off because they're in this situation because of Hayden and because of each other. Mainly because, they came together, and honestly, Zach thought that he was getting somebody that really cared for him, which is true, but in turn gained an enemy. Gained an enemy because he just so happened to fall for a woman that a man also fell for. And I don't even think Hayden really likes her like that. He just can't take the fact that she never wanted him the way that he wanted her, And so now it become a game. So it's like, let's destroy any and everybody that comes in her path, including her, until I get her by herself, and then I truly destroy her. When she has nothing else left, that's what I'm going to do to her. That is the game that Hayden is playing. And a person that is very much tunnel vision on one particular thing until it gets done, no matter how long it takes, They're psychotic. And that is what hating is, okay? Very much so. So because of this situation, we already said, people was like, well, how is he facing 10 to 15 years? They got the back child support, which is probably thousands of dollars. And then also the fact that the assault and battery is a charge as well. So that's jail time. So they putting both of them bitches together. That's what I'm assuming, okay? But still at the same time, get the man a fucking DNA test. If you so adamant, you should be okay with doing a goddamn DNA test. Go find the bitch and go find the baby and let's do the damn DNA test. Since we want to pin shit on people so that we can be absolutely sure. Because, I've heard about people, men, who had to pay child support for a child that's not theirs because they signed the birth certificate and come the fuck to find out the baby ain't theirs and they still responsible for the child support because they signed the birth certificate. That's fucked up, okay? So let's not put more people in the system like this. Meanwhile, Andy had to call Robin, of course. At this point, it's just like Andy using Robin to get her peoples, okay, out of jail and to get whatever it is that she want, because honestly, I don't see it for them. I don't see the attraction in him. Not saying that he's a bad looking guy. I just, how they say some people can be cute but lack sex appeal. He's decent, but he lacks sex appeal. I don't get what, making her pussy quiver, but I guess it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He ain't Gary. That's what I guess it is, okay? He different, But at least with him, he's beneficial because he's helping her friends get out of jail. He said, who is this person that said that Zach got to do all this stuff and he owed this child support or whatever? She was like, listen, it was the DA. Who is it? DA Jeffers? Oh, he's the assistant DA. Well, you know what? I know a DA's daughter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to talk to her and see what I can do. Now, when she was talking about getting Zach out and all that stuff, he was like, so let me ask you this question. You had sex with him? I said, what? She said no. He said, because you going all out for him or whatever. She said, first of all, my homegirl used to date him and my co-worker / friend Fatima is fucking him. So no, I'm just helping out a friend. He a good guy. And then when he bring up the whole thing about the DA daughter, because they used to go to school together, she was like, well, let me ask you this. You have sex with her? No. Well, I had to ask since you asked me about Zach. My petty, I would have did the same thing. It was still dumb at the same time, but he gonna see what he can do. Meanwhile, this whole shit with Q and Calvin and Maurice, over it. All right, Maurice sees Q outside. Q just trying to, he just trying to make his way there. At this point, I just really don't give a damn. Let me turn this on because this is about to be edited. I'm sorry, y'all. Nope, that's not what I want. Hold on one second. Sometimes you try to talk and multitask at the same time and it just don't work. That's me. I gotta be quiet. All right. Okay. Anyway, so, he making him breakfast. They trying to see what Calvin is. They having a little small talk. Q talking about something. He finna go look for a job and all this shit. Okay, probably bust some tables. Go take out some trash. The fact that he only think that lowly of himself, that says a lot. Obviously he don't have any other skills but jacking people. And if you can con people and do all that stuff, you actually kind of smart. When you think of it, you're actually kind of smart. So I want him to aim a little bit higher. Probably go to the school, go get him a trade or something, But Calvin comes out the room. He hungover. Of course, Maurice is messing with him about, him being drunk and, him being in bed with Q and you did what you did with Q, trying to make it seem like he did something. Q was like, no, it didn't happen, whatever. And I want Maurice to stop that, okay? If we don't want Sabrina to have an issue with what Calvin does in his personal time with his people and his sexual proclivities, we're tired of Danny making the sly remarks about his sexuality because it's tired and it's almost coming off phobic. I said almost, what I'm saying? Depending on who you talk to, it can be, Maurice being a gay man, still coming for this man's sexuality, it's the same fucking thing. And it's irritating. And we need to get over it. Okay? Find Maurice some other material to fucking say at this point. We're season 4. And Calvin has not wavered. Calvin is actually a person that I can be cool with in real life because he's comfortable with himself. He's very much comfortable with himself. And people just can't take when a man is through and through comfortable with all aspects of himself. So let's make jokes about it. And it's tired. Now, if it was a woman, oh, you like this, you like that, it's fine. But it's a man, oh, you gotta be gay, you gotta be bi, you gotta be this. Ain't no such thing as bisexual, nigga. You like that. That's what it is. And you playing in your book. Like, stop. Stop. Okay? It's irritating. It's tired. Oh, y'all, I feel like I'm getting over this show. It's like the 3rd episode. Bitch, I just realized it's like the 3rd or 4th episode I done got on here and I just been annoyed. Because, like, when you watch a show, you're supposed to evolve. The character's supposed to evolve. The shit's supposed to progress. You're not supposed to be still doing the same thing that was going on in season 1 or season 2 in season 4. You get me? You know? But yet, I'm looking at it and Hines going back and a lot of shit. Season 4 is nothing but season 1, 2, and 3 all together. And repeat. Just a little bit more characters. That's it. But anyway, so of course that was that. Moving on. And then I was like, what's the point of taking a picture? What you gonna do with the picture? You, my friend, don't take no picture of me in no goddamn compromising position. And then, to be honest, it really wasn't a compromising position because, you know, he was laid in the bed and he was knocked out. And even Q said ain't nothing happened and you was throwing up. That's all that was happening. I was in the couch sleep. That's why I had my clothes off, because I was sleeping. I heard you up in there. You know, people can die from choking on they from throw up and all that stuff in they sleep, which is very much true. You know, so he was in there trying to help him out. And understandable. Moving on from that shit. Aaron and Karen, over it. He found a reason to go to her shop. Baby, all you had to do, Aaron, all you had to do was call that lady. Okay? All you had to do was call that lady. She'll tell you yes or no if you can come over to the crib. I guess you wanted to make it so that she couldn't say no. So you wanted to see her face to face. But he made an excuse talking about something. Oh, I got your key by accident, so I wanted to drop your key off. She was like, this ain't my key. I got my key. And he was like, well, who key is this? And she was like, where you found it at? In the couch of your cup, in the seat of your couch or whatever. And she was looking at it. She was like, oh, this is, I said, spit it out. It's Zach old key. It's Zach key. Okay, cool. But anyway, you want to go out, you know, you want me to come over. I'll bring some ice cream and some pickles or whatever. You can bring some ice cream and you can bring some pickles. I thought you just told the girls that you don't want to fuck with him. You don't like him like that. You know what I'm saying? He just had an itch that you wanted to scratch or whatever that he did for you. That's it. Now you want him to come up with the ice cream and pickles. I guess because he 9 and 10 gonna be your baby daddy. So I guess y'all better get along. You know, Pam up there like, so what's good? You know what I'm saying? And Karen gonna tell Pam to go get the key, contact Zach, okay, and get Zach to come down there so that he can get his keys. Karen would do anything to try to get Zach to get into her presence, because the whole time I'm sitting here like, that makes no sense. That man has not asked about them damn keys in forever. And why would he need the key to your place? He does not give a damn, okay? If he has not questioned where those keys were, why would he be asking where those keys are now, and why would he want them? Why would he need to come down here to go get them, okay? You are no concern to him right about now, all right? So give up on that shit, and you know that he in jail, so let that shit go. Move it the fuck along, all right? Damn. I'm over this storyline. Bayo shows up at the bench, you know, at the bank to fucking talk to Sabrina, baby. Sabrina, leave him. Because I don't trust her. I don't trust them. You know, sometimes people get, distracted by the goddamn glitz, the glamour, the money, the stuff that they doing that another man that was trying to pursue me ain't doing. You know, you appearing, I guess, a little bit more masculine or whatever, and that's a little that's a little turn on for you. That's kind of like exciting for you because from what you've been dealing with, that's not what you've been getting. Somebody is actually actively pursuing you and actually looking like a societal man, the society standard of what a man is. You know what I'm saying? He can take care of. Because what the fuck does Calvin do? All this time, we don't even know what type of job Calvin got. And obviously, he ain't got nothing that he up here got to be roommating with goddamn Maurice. And is he even looking for a new space to spot to go live at? It is confusing this whole time. I've been sitting here like, what the fuck does Calvin do? We know what everybody else does, but what did he do? Okay. So basically Sabrina had to confront him because the whole article at his his country about him being a prince. Why didn't you tell me you was a prince? Girl, now you know why people don't tell people when they famous or, they're of stature from another place or whatever, because they don't want people to just be trying to get with them because of for what they got. So that was a dumb question, honestly. But at the same time, I would have been like, so what you trying to do? You telling people that I might be your potential wife or whatever? He was like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. I don't know how they got over there, but you ain't got to worry about that. This is a small country. I'm an independent person. That shit don't mean nothing to me. That means something to my mom and my daddy, but it don't mean shit to me. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to get to know you. You ain't got to worry about nobody trying to comfort you. You ain't got to worry about nobody trying to ask you questions or whatever. It's just going to be me and you. So come on. Let me pick you up. Let me take you out. I'm the one that's supposed to be chauffeuring you, let you drive you around and all that stuff and woo woo woo. I'm sitting here like, girl, Sabrina went from being a little perturbed to being okay. You can take me out. We can go out to dinner tonight or whatever. I guess I don't trust the man. Maurice sitting back there, he looking at the stuff and imitating him and whatever when he leave out, and talking to her about how come people don't bring him flowers. Maurice, I just want you to stop, okay? Because you are annoying. That is what it is, I want them to go do some work. The motherfuckers is barely working. It is only two of them that work up in that goddamn bank. Y'all notice that? I know they have to cut down on some of the bodies up in there because of the pandemic, but baby, they don't be working worth shit. So I be like, hey, y'all be getting money up in that bank. How's that bank still open? Don't nobody be up in there, okay? Anyway, moving on from there, this storyline with Gary. Baby, let me just talk about this for a second. Well, let me put that on pause. Let me get Danny shit out the way. Okay. Danny and Logan had a little conversation. They was flirting with each other. They still going out on their date. Fine. Okay. When she told him to walk away slowly, he said, well, so you can check me out? She said, yeah, because I like what I see. When he was walking away, I said, what do you see? Baby, that little man ain't got nothing. Okay, I said you ain't even got a little bubble on you. At least pour the goddamn the coat of your damn jacket up so I can see if you got a little ass up in them jeans. Yeah, I'm a objectified man. Y'all objectify women all the goddamn time. Bitch, it's your turn. What goes around comes around. We equal opportunity up in this bitch. Let me see that ass, okay? It ain't there. Walk away, all right? You can speed up, man, okay? And I'm just sitting here. Let me tell you something. I don't know what it is, but it is something about smaller men or skinny or short men, slender men that like big women. And when I say big women, like tall women or thick women or even chunky women, fat women like myself. Because let me tell you something. Because I was looking at Danny and Logan. Logan is a small, slim dude. Danny is a thick woman. I mean, she ain't even fat. She just thick. And she good thick, okay? I love to be her size, okay? You want to know whose size I love to be? I love to get down to like a Queen Latifah size. You know what I'm saying? I always loved her size. Not too skinny, not too big, just right. It's just fucking right. Just like the movie. Let me tell you something. We should talk about one day about Queen Latifah and her movies, okay? Like, Queen Latifah is one of the queens of black romance romance comedy movies, bitch. She just does it for me. But anyway, so that was going on. But what I was talking about, little men and thick girls or whatever, big girls. Cause let me tell you something. Experience. I've had a lot of short men hit on me, little men hit on me, and skinny men hit on me too. Okay, I'm like, y'all can't handle this. Y'all can't handle this. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even, if I was straight, I would have to have a nigga that had some meat on his bones. You ain't got to be fat or whatever, but I wouldn't discriminate, bitch. If you're fine as fuck, you're fine as fuck, and your personality is, bomb as hell, and we match well. Ain't no telling what could happen, okay? We'll make something work, bitch. If I was straight, well, listen, we'll just have to move stomachs. That's all that'll have to happen, okay? Bitch, we'll force the bed and we'll have to, we'll do what we do. You know what I'm saying? But, my mother, outside of my dad, every nigga that she's been with has been either a little dude or, like, they be bufferinos, okay? I mean, what is it with muscular dudes that love, like, fat bitches? I'm just asking a question because I've gotten that too. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I think y'all be one of the ones that be wanting to work out and all that shit. That's the ones that got rolls all over the place. My mama be having them niggas too. They be all up under her ass. I be like, damn, now we could have had stepdaddies, a whole bunch of them. She just didn't want to use her powers like that. Kind of upset, but all right. I'll never forgive her for that, but okay. You know what I'm saying? We could have had some money. I don't want to seem like shit. Damn, bitch. I was just about to pimp my mama out. But okay, let me stop. Anyway, moving on from the show, okay? This whole little situation with little Jack, Jake coming up to the, Zach house. He don't know that Zach is up in jail, okay? And so the contractor, he outside with an attitude, understandable. I've been trying to call this man all day because he owed me money. Now, at this point, when Jake had asked how much he owed you, the contractor kind of paused. I said, you lying. He said 3,500. I feel like it was just 29. Could have been 25. I feel like he put an extra 1,000 on. It could have been 3,000 because he paused. I don't trust the contractor. He was too upset for me, which is understandable because listen, bitch, if you said that you was gonna call and you told me to come up here so we can get this money paid today, that's what we supposed to do. But at the same time, he paused a little bit too long for me to actually be like, oh, that's what the real price is. But I guess he could have doctored that invoice because Jake looked at the invoice or whatever and he paid him the money. He said, this shit ain't gonna bounce, is it? He said, no. And you could have said thank you. I said the contractor was ungrateful, but given that he probably was out there for a minute, I'll let him pass, okay? But the fact that you got your money, you should have just said thank you and grow the fuck off. And we need all that damn attitude, bitch. Meanwhile, girl, Jake get on the phone calling Andy. Okay, I was like, how you know Andy and why you got her number? And he was like, listen, I work with Gary. Oh, you work with Gary? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, do you have Zach's girlfriend Fatima number? What you working with Zach for? How you know Zach? Well, because Gary knows Zach, and he told me to come on ahead and work with Zach or whatever. I'm working on his portfolio. Well, how the fuck they know each other? Oh, because they play basketball. Oh, okay, huh? So no, I ain't heard from Zach. I don't know what's going on with him. So, no. And I was like, well, can you give me Fatima number? No, I'll give her your number. Now, see, the way Andy played that shit, she did that correct, okay? She did that shit correct because, bitch, I don't know you, and I know Gary, and I don't trust that motherfucker. So, at this point in time, if I don't trust him, what the fuck you doing working with Zach, okay? So, girl, yes, you did the right thing, okay? And, he said, so you want me to give you your number? She said, no, it's cool. It's already popped up on the phone at the office. I said, I know that's right. She said, bitch, that's all. I don't need nothing else. Click. Okay, she was like, what the fuck is going on? Meanwhile, Preston pull up. And he was like, so I've been trying to call Zach. I don't know what's going on with him or whatever. And was like, you don't know what's happening? Jake, he just said he don't know. He been trying to call him and get in contact with him too. So why are you asking him you don't know? If you know where he at, do you have any idea? Obviously not. Girl, I said, why are we asking all these stupid questions when they've already just been answered? But then, he was like, I know one person that probably could help, but I don't really want to talk to her, but shit, I'll do it. I knew right off the back, he had to be calling Danny. So he called Danny. And she was like, so what is it that you want? You all of a sudden just want to call me or whatever. I said, Danny, he don't want you right now. He said, so ma'am, you know where Zach at? Oh, why would I know where Zach at? I'm just asking because we've been looking for him and people been looking for him and we can't talk to him. We can't find him or nothing. We can't get in contact. I don't know what's going on. I just know he up in jail or whatever, you know. Oh, so he up in jail? What he up in jail for? I have no idea. Well, do you know what jail he in? I really don't know. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later or whatever. So you mean to tell me there's nothing else that you want to talk to me about? No. This ain't one of those calls right about now. If you want to say something, bitch, you can say something. Now, see, let me tell you something. Preston and Danny gonna get on my nerves, and mostly Danny is gonna get on my nerves next week's episode because I hate the fact that they got her doing this, her character doing this. I understand that there will be issues when you get into an interracial relationship, but the way that Danny is acting as if Preston and her not being together is because Preston does not know how to be with a black woman. And that is not the reason why they are not together. It is not hinging and dependent on the fact that he does not know how to be with a black woman and it is not her job to teach him to be with a black woman. I heard that shit in the preview and I'm just sitting here like, you're using any fucking excuse just to not be with this man, to just say that you really like this man and not to open up to this man. He's up here trying to learn. He's probably learned some other shit. Yeah, sometimes you go out and you go learn on your own. You don't expect to be taught all the time, okay? But come on. In a fucking relationship, you 50-50. Like, let's work on this shit together. Teach me something, I teach you something. You know what I'm saying? Like, how come it can't be like that? You don't know what it's like to be with a white man. How come y'all can't just learn from me? Girl, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. She gonna make me cuss her out next week. But that was that. So they realized that he up in jail. You know, Robin do get Zach be out. You know what I'm saying? Got Zach out of jail. But the charges of the assault, you know, that's gonna stick and he's gonna have to fight that. So I don't know about the child support shit because he kind of found out they never told him about any of the shit. They never told him about a court date. They never told him that he was on child support. They never told him anything. So therefore, they was fucking that shit up on purpose. I feel like it. Whoever it was. But he also told Andy, I need you to be on the lookout because just a heads up, Hayden is out here looking at footage from the airport. I don't know what he's trying to look into or whatever, but we did put an audit on his ass. So just know that he's trying to look through something and we trying to he's going through the back door to look at something or whatever. So hopefully he's doing some illegal shit so we can get his ass up out of here because he can't stand him. Kind of find out we already knew what Hayden was looking for at that airport. He didn't figure it out, okay? That's what happened at the very end of the episode. He figured it out that, you know, Zach was talking to the first of all, for him to say, what you doing on this flight? What you doing on this flight? It ain't none of your business. So you gotta look a certain way. You gotta be a certain way to be on a fucking flight. He worked at the airport, so of course he can get on all the planes. You know, so that was a stupid question. But then we knew the reason why he was on the plane because he was on there to get that senator's wife bag. Okay, and because of that, she winds up giving him the stock tip. Okay, and so even though Hayden can't hear what was being said, he put two and two together, saying, "Okay, you must have got this stock tip or whatever from this senator's wife." Because they were sitting there talking. But at the same time, how you know that that's what we'll be saying? How come you couldn't just infer that she was like, oh my God, thank you so much for giving me my bag. And he was just saying thank you back and she was giving him nothing but compliments and praises. He just want, even though we know what happened, he just want him to be bad and fucked up all the way just because he want to take him down. And then once you take him down, what else gonna do? You're still not gonna be with fucking Fatima. And you still gonna be lonely and fucking miserable. So what the fuck is the purpose? Any fucking way. So, of course, she called Fatima, let her know Fatima was already out there. They go get him out. They're good. You know what I'm saying? He did have a surprise for her, but he's about to go show her whatever the fucking surprise was. Moving on from that, the end of this episode that I really want to talk about is, for a couple of minutes, not Hayden, but Gary had Aaron come over. Okay? And Aaron gets in his feelings. He's going all crazy or whatever. You know, he's just losing his shit because he cannot believe that Andy would have the audacity to have another man in that penthouse that he brought for her and fucking him. Okay? Aaron said, "How you know that?" I just know that. He said, "No, tell me how you know that she got somebody else up in there." And he finally admitted and said, I see him through the telescope. So Aaron goes and look at the telescope, and he looked through it, and he was just like, this is bad. Mind you, nobody's there, but what he can see is that the telescope is directly on Andy's apartment. You know what I'm saying? So he can really see through all the shit like we saw last week or whatever. And so what I'm saying is, again, Aaron said, you brought her that apartment. You put it in her name. So she can have anybody that she wants up in there. And she can do anything that she wants. And Gary's whole thing, and didn't I say this? He wanted to control Andy. He was using this whole situation of buying her all these gifts. And see, that's the thing. Some people just think that you can buy gifts for a person and that's going to automatically get you back on their good side. And that's going to make them fall in love with you. That's going to make them want to be with you. That's going to make them choose you. And that's not what it is all the time for everybody. And that goes to show that he clearly has not been paying attention to Andy. And he does not know Andy the way that he claims or think that he does. Because even though she took those gifts, which she should not have, she still is not giving him the play in the way that he wants. You getting upset because you thought that you brought this house for her and it was going to be something that y'all share together, because that's literally what it's going to say next week. Okay, all this material stuff, all the house, whatever, I thought that was for us. But you brought it for Andy, and then your dumbass put it in her name. So now that's hers. And she can do anything and everything that she wants with it. You didn't think this through, boo-boo. And I'm just sitting here like, you really wanted to control her and you overstepped, and now you're sitting here looking fucking stupid. And again, she didn't ask you to buy this place. You took it upon yourself to do it. You took it upon yourself to do everything. And now you're seeing that it's not working, and you're looking stupid, and now you're mad. And you have nobody to blame but your own self. That's what you get for trying to be a fucking control and manipulative freak. Okay? That's what it is, and not in a good fucking way. Anyway, that was Sisters. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. I see you guys. Is anything coming on tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Tomorrow Thursday? Okay. Y'all, let me tell y'all something that just that happened to me this morning. My aunt, remember when I was talking to y'all that went to the Cheesecake Factory with me? With my uncle and all that shit? She texted me. Mind you, I had surgery July 8th. Today is the 13th. Okay? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 6 days ago. Okay? 5, 6 days ago. She texted me today and said, I heard you had surgery. Well, me and Mark, we she said, I heard you had surgery. Oh, well, we rescued a cat. Her name is Jade. She's a girl. Love ya. All right. Thanks. Let me get up over here. My family, bitch. I'm telling you.